just $4.99 a month, or lease a Bronco Sport Big Ben for just $369 a month, only at your Southern Nevada Ford dealers.
Now at 6:30, a frightening home invasion in Redondo Beach. 2 people zip-tied and held by masked strangers for hours. This is a KTLA 5 News at 6:30. I'm Corrine Winter.
And I'm Mary Beth McDade in this Sunday night for Rick Chambers. Yes, it happened early this morning. The armed intruder is entering a home on Matthews Avenue.
2 suspects have been arrested, but neighbors in the South Bay neighborhood are still shaken up. KTLA's Rachel Menitoff is live in Redondo Beach with more tonight. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Corrine. Hi, MB. One woman who lives on this street told me she was really freaked out and rattled just hearing about what happened. The victims sustained minor injuries and we're told are too distraught and shaken to speak to media at this point. The home invasion robbery happened at some point before 6 a.m. this morning. The victims were tied up for a long time, maybe even as long as 2 hours. The suspects took off running. This is when the Redondo Beach Police Department got a 911 call from a witness saying they saw a man pointing a gun at another person in the area of Matthews Avenue. The caller disconnected pretty quickly, but police were able to trace the call and they responded to the area. They chased the 2 people believed to be involved in the home invasion and arrested them.
One of those things where, you know, we all think about it, that not in my backyard, right? But it's happening in our backyard. And that's, it's happening. So it's terrifying.
I can only imagine what they're going through right now and how scary that might be to just wake up and see somebody come in and intrude on your home.
You know, the area is pretty safe, but, you know, lately, you know, things are changing in the world, so you never know what's happening.
The 2 suspects are 21 and 31 years old. One is from upstate New York. The other is from Queens. It's not clear what they were doing here in Redondo Beach. They have since been charged with robbery, burglary, and kidnapping. We're live in Redondo Beach. I'm Rachel Menitoff. Corrine, MB, back to you.
Rachel, thank you for that report. Now to a woman who is dead and a man injured after a shooting in the Harvard Heights last night. Now, police say that a man was assaulting a woman around 10:30 outside an apartment complex on St. Andrews Place near Pico Boulevard. A man in a passing car saw what happened and tried to intervene in the attack. And that's when police say the suspect opened fire, shooting the Good Samaritan and the woman. She later died at the hospital. The Good Samaritan is in stable condition. An earlier statement from the LAPD to KTLA indicated that the suspect took his own life, and they later told us that the suspect is still on the loose.
Elsewhere, gunfire erupts outside a house party in Covina, killing a teenage boy. This happened around 10:15 p.m. at a home on the 600 block of East Camellia Drive. Authorities say at least 100 teens were in attendance, most between the ages of 16 to 18. Video shows officers detaining several people at the scene. It's unclear what led to the shooting. The investigation is ongoing.
It's been 2 long and painful years for a local family whose beloved daughter, sister, and friend was abducted from a Whittier park and killed back in 2023.
19-year-old Andrea Vasquez's accused killer was arrested a day after that abduction, and tonight her loved ones are holding a remembrance in her honor. Carlos Sacedo is live in Whittier with more. Hi, Carlos.
Ladies, good evening. It was a big turnout to remember the life of a young woman whose life was tragically cut short in an act of violence. The details so graphic, so gruesome. Take a look at it from earlier. More than 100 people came out to Penn Park in Whittier this afternoon to celebrate the life of Andrea Vasquez. Family and friends gathered for a memorial service. It's been 2 years since the 19-year-old was abducted at the park. Andrea was with her then boyfriend in a parked car at the curb when another vehicle pulled up and fired a shot, striking Andrea. Her boyfriend ran for help, but when he returned, Andrea was gone. Her phone was that's where her body. Gabriel Sean Esparza was arrested for murder and kidnapping in what's described as a random attack. After multiple delays, prosecutors say they're moving forward with the criminal case in hopes of bringing closure to the family. Friends and family say they're remembering Andrea for her laughter and joy that she brought to those around her.
It was a pain, indescribable pain that you don't believe that there's a person who can do that.
I feel like we've all been through a lot these past 2 years, and I think it's very beautiful that the community is still together for her, and I will always forever share and celebrate her existence.
I actually started a brand of myself called Dreamfire, and it was in remembrance of her and my grandma, because my grandma was a seamstress too. So I try to. I'm trying.
Yeah, an emotional day for friends and family. Andrea loved sewing clothes and was going to school to become a seamstress. Now they're left to hold on to those precious memories that they have of the 19-year-old. Back here live, you could see family and friends are still gathered here. Again, it's been 2 years, and families say they are still waiting for justice. Reporting live in Whittier, Carlos Salcedo, KTLA 5 News.
Chill out, he's not doing nothing. Hey, leave him alone.
And another local car wash raided by federal immigration agents. This happened around 11 this morning. This was a Chapman car wash in Garden Grove. Shows at least one man being taken into custody. The exact number of arrests is not clear. Today's raid follows Saturday's raid at a car wash in Anaheim. We have reached out to the Department of Homeland Security about this operation, and we are still waiting to hear back.
Protesting in front of the Home Depot in Cypress Park today over what they see as illegal and discriminatory targeting of day laborers and vendors at the store. Parking lots at the stores have become a key site in the federal government's strategy of immigration enforcement. Activists demand the company take a stance against the operations and protect all day laborers, and ask the community to boycott the stores until they do so.
Unfortunately, it's happening here at this very Home Depot. It's happened twice. A gentleman got killed on the 210 freeway not too long ago. That's also wrong. I mean, all I'm seeing is a lot of authoritarian, stuff happening in this city. These are our neighbors, our friends, and in some cases, our fellow citizens that are being denied due process, and we need to fight for them.
Home Depot denies it's working with federal agents or has advanced notice of federal immigration enforcement activities.
And those immigration raids are top of mind for school district officials as they prepare for the new school year.
Yeah, they and community leaders say that they will welcome the thousands of students arriving this week, and that they stand united against what they call unjust immigration practices. KTLA's Sarah Welch joins us live from Pasadena with that story. Sarah?
Evening. Yeah, that's the message as students prepare for their first day, that Pasadena is united for them and their families, regardless of their immigration status, all to make sure people feel safe going to and from school.
To our students, welcome back. You're the heart of what we do every day.
It's back to the books for some 14,000 students in the Pasadena Unified School District.
Every child deserves safety, dignity, and a true sense of belonging.
And the district superintendent is vowing a safe haven for students and their families, regardless of their immigration status, amid the worry of ongoing ICE raids happening around Greater LA.
We realize at this